I'm TV6 meteorologist Eric DeBroca, and this is your weather on demand. Well, spring does just not want to let go of us, seeing as we kind of flirt with summer every now and then, but only for a day or two, then it's right back to spring, such as the case this past weekend. 82 degrees was our high on Saturday, making it the first 80-degree plus reading for June, and actually the first in over 3 weeks. Then Sunday we tumbled down to 62 degrees, managed to shave 20 degrees off the temperature. 65 was our high officially at the National Weather Service on Monday. Mind you, for this time of the year, 71 is average. So for adding everything in together, we are 1.7 degrees below normal for the month of June. We've had plenty of cloud cover all throughout the UP today. That has certainly helped to kind of keep the atmosphere more stable, which means the winds have been much calmer than what we saw earlier in the weekend, where we had gusts in excess of 30-40 miles per hour. Nothing like that today. Looking at the temperature map here, we are one of the coolest spots in the nation, them and us and the Northeast also. Everyone else, though, is pretty much basking in the warmth. 70s all across the state of Minnesota, 77 Minneapolis specifically. We are well into the 80s in the Dakotas and also in the Great Plains as well. They were flirting with record heat again, near triple digits. A couple of weather headlines here. Closer to home, the clouds are going to want to linger overnight tonight. That's going to help pad our temperatures just a bit. But tomorrow the dry air is going to win out, so eventually the sun will break through. That, unfortunately, will be short-lived, as there is a pretty good-looking system coming our way for Wednesday and into the day on Thursday. Looking at the satellite and radar here, we are all covered up in our clouds, and you get to go pretty much farther west past the arrowhead of Minnesota to get the clear skies that will eventually work its way over us the next several hours or so, mainly first half of the day tomorrow. Here's the temperature map I was talking about there, 95 degrees in St. Louis, and notice how the really warm stuff is down south, 96 degrees in Atlanta, and that's not the dry heat like they have out in Phoenix. It is very muggy. Closer to home now, talking about cloudy conditions overnight. Those clouds will eventually burn away during the day tomorrow and give way to sunshine mainly across the east, as we're already going to have the clouds from this next system here coming our way throughout the day on Tuesday. And that's going to look at all this precipitation that it brings and this very strong wind field as well. You'll feel that Wednesday morning. Here's 5 a.m. for all you early risers out there. You'll notice that the wind is going to be once again howling, this time out of the southeast. That's going to play with our temperatures right along Lake Michigan there and Manistee and even Escanaba. Then we're dealing with very heavy rainfall on and off throughout the day on Wednesday. Here are some of the numbers with that. We are dry all through the day on Tuesday. Then it's in the overnight, we start the clouds and the precipitation increases from the south. Now, we can easily see more than an inch of rain out of this system. Right now, the bullseye looks to be the south, but that also will spread and overtake the northern parts of the UP. This is going to be much heavier than what we saw over the night on Sunday and into the day on Monday. As far as temperatures go, Tuesday will be warmer than Wednesday. Where we see the sunshine will be in the low 70s. That's going to be off to the east. Then across the west will be a little bit cooler as the next system approaches. Here are Wednesday's highs. Now, I think these are a little bit cooler than what we're actually going to see, but you get the idea in that the rain is going to help to suppress the temperatures. So overnight tonight, we'll call it low to mid-40s in the north, low 50s in the south, but then tomorrow, where the sunshine persists, low 70s in the east and upper 60s in the west with the winds east-southeast at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Now your TV 6-day forecast. We have quite the deluge to deal with, I'll call it that way, on Wednesday and Thursday, but it is kind of quick to get out and break up the day in two parts on Thursday. By Thursday evening, it'll be done. And then we set up for a very nice looking weekend. Temperatures warm well into the 70s, and I even suspect an 80-degree reading for your weekend.